Okay, thank you for being with us this afternoon on our latest episode of The View from the Corner. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today our guest, Elliot Sanders. Welcome, Elliot. Good to see you, mate. Very pleased to have you join us today. I think it's fair to say that to describe what's happening at the moment on your current boxing journey as a transition period. You've just finished being an amateur boxer and you're just about to give it its correct term to turn over and have your first professional debut fight. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So it's about getting to know you, putting you in shop window a little bit, you know, and helping you to sell a few tickets along the way. So you're 21 years of age.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that 21 years of age? Yeah. And you've had an amateur record that consists of 24 contests.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
In those 24 contests, you pick up the accolades of 2 Yorkshire Championships. You've been Yorkshire champion twice, absolutely fantastic. And you were shortlisted for the bout of the year at the England Boxing Awards in 2025. Is that correct?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I've done a little bit of digging there, and you didn't win that, did you?
No.
Well, that's nothing, because I was shortlisted as well this year. What were I shortlisted for? What category were I in? I'm not sure. I was certainly shortlisted for best individual or most individual impact. Member impact, and I didn't win either.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I did a lot in the gym, and you know, and that was it. I was impacted, but I didn't win, and but I had a good meal. So you're in good company. Neither of us won, so we're both losers. All right, but well done, mate. Fantastic, really good. So 24 contests. You're no stranger to getting in the ring. No stranger at all to getting in the ring. Tell me about your journey. Tell me about your boxing journey. How old were you, Elliot, when you first decided that you were going to lace on the gloves and start going to a boxing gym? Tell me about that journey.
Like 13, 14-year-old. I was playing like Sunday League football and I was right unfit. So I just went to a boxing gym with my mate, started like, build fitness up and that. Went to Clinton Woods Boxing Fitness. I was there for about a year, maybe 2. And then I wanted to start fighting amateurs, and that's when I come down to Rob.
Brilliant.
When he were at Page Hall.
So 2 years at Clinton, yeah?
About a year, maybe
about
a year and a half.
Former world champion, but that would very much geared around fitness, not technique.
Yeah, we were a boxercise class.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was. I think he's diversified and he's evolved now. I think he's actually teaching boxing and has a stable now, but I believe at that time it was it was very much boxing. So then you decided to move. Mm-hmm. Why was that? Because I wanted
to start fighting.
Yeah, you want to be more competitive. Yeah. You got. Is it fair to say that you got the bug and the hook?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And you went to Riley, which was where at that time?
Page Hall.
Yeah, Page Hall. Yes, because it's had a few. Moves. At the time of recording, we're actually sat in the secretary's office at Riley's Boxing and Fitness, the new gym, which has been open since February at Herries Road South, at Hillsbury in Sheffield. So what happened then? You walk through the doors of Riley's, you lace the gloves up yet again, and it becomes competitive this time. So how did that differ from the sort of boxer size and the to what you'd done previously?
A lot harder.
Yeah, harder in terms of what? Which way?
Getting it in face 2 times a week. That was quite hard.
You can't go at it rain without getting wet, can you? There is something perverse about getting it in face, isn't there? It becomes likeable, doesn't it? I don't know what that is, but it does become likeable. I've alluded to the fact that you had 24 amateur contests, so you eventually got out and you started fighting, as a senior. Is that right?
No, I started off as like I think I was a junior. Maybe.
So we're 14 then, aren't we?
Yeah, and then I had 2 amateur fights that season, and then COVID hit.
So we're looking at 2019, 2020.
2019, 2020. That's about right.
Yeah,
COVID hit, and I come back. Yeah, 2021. In fact, after that.
Right. Yeah.
So it was like a full season out, weren't it?
They were a full season out. Yeah. Gyms could be open, as I recall. Yeah. For athletes, but you did have a season out. So about this time then, you're about 14, 15 years of age when COVID strikes the world. Yeah, strange old times COVID were, really strange. Off camera we've just been talking about the fact that about COVID and how strange it really was. And when you think about it, when we were at school, I mean, when I was at school, we talk about the Great Plague, the fires of London. We talk about the plague that were in Eam in Derbyshire. And what do you think? Do you think in years to come they'll actually teach COVID as as an historical part? Well, it's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to happen. What happened in COVID? I mean, an enormous amount of people died. So you went straight into your contests as an amateur boxer. There were no skills bouts whatsoever, which is quite a big step up, isn't it? Really, as an amateur. Amateur boxing, huge amount of commitment. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
Huge amount of sacrifice, huge amount of time, often with very little recognition. Some very dubious decisions as well in amateur boxing. It's fair to say, and I know. From travelling around, I've been at your shows, and I personally have seen you being on the wrong end of some decisions. Yeah. And of course, there's no financial reward to amateur boxing, is there whatsoever? There's no financial reward whatsoever. So I suppose my next question is, with that in mind, the amount of weight you have to put in, the age that you're at this time, you're becoming a teenager. Were there any point in that time when you thought, this is not for me, it's not worth it? Were there any breaks in your amateur early career?
Yeah, I remember having a break from it. I think I was like 15 fights in. And I lost a fight. It was close. I didn't get robbed or anything, but it was just a close fight. And I just threw my dummy out. I think I must have had about 6 months away from it. About 18 at the time.
Because of that one decision?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Threw my toys out at pram.
Well, yeah,
6 months out. Come back.
It does happen though, but that's understandable. You're not getting the result, and as I've stated, it is hard work. It is hard craft. The commitment's hard, not just for you, but for your family as well, for your coaches. Okay, so yeah, it's understandable that these things happen, and you're 15 years of age. Your body's changing. Trends are changing at 15 years of age. Maybe your friends are out. Maybe they found alcohol already at 15 years of age. I don't know. So you had 6 months off.
No, we're at 18.
That were at 18, was it? Yeah. Wow. So you will have found alcohol by then. I know your friends will have found alcohol by then. So you've had 6 months away from the boxing ring, having had a paddy and chuck your toys out of the pram, as you state. What drove you to come back then at 18 years of age?
I was just getting bored. Got bored, sat at home. I'll come back.
That's it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah? Just boredom? Yeah?
Yeah.
Fine, okay. So you've boxed for a while now. You've boxed for a while. 14, 15, 16. Yeah, you have had many years boxing. You've got it under your belt now. I did an interview not so long back. In fact, our last episode of A View from the Corner with ex-Central Area champion Ricky Reeves. Who, again, he's a stablemate of yours, isn't he? Here at Riley's Boxing and Fitness. And we talked about what boxing brings to individuals, and the benefits of boxing. What did you get out of boxing? What have you got out of boxing from an amateur perspective? Yeah, what life lessons has boxing taught you, Elliot?
Discipline, maybe. I'm in good shape.
Discipline, fitness, health,
Yeah.
Health benefits. And does that map over to mental health as well?
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a level-headed kid?
Yeah, I've always been quite level-headed, yeah.
Fantastic. By day, and I know you've just come straight from work, by day you're a painter and decorator.
That's right, yeah.
That's correct. So let's, I can't resist this, let's not gloss over that. Oh, you see what I did there? Thank you. You get it? gloss over. Okay. We'll just brush that to one side. Oh, I can't help myself there. Okay, maybe she would get Matt in, and he could finish this interview. Matt finish. Oh, there is no more.
He's
honestly,
staying in.
There are no more. I can't help myself. Okay, so let's roll on. Roll on. That I promise you, there's no more. Okay, so we're here because it's a transition period. Yep, from amateur to professional. You're still laughing at me jokes. I like that. Okay, I'll be giggling myself all day. So you're turning pro, and it's just around the corner. You've got a debut just around the corner. We'll talk about shortly. Turning professional, a professional boxer, going from amateur to pro. Okay, when did that idea first sort of come to fruition? When did it come into your head? Yeah, when did the dream start becoming reality, and you started planning to turn pro?
Oh, I've always had the dream, so to speak, turning pro. I've always wanted to do it, but it was just finding the right time to do it. I would say. How do I put that? I don't think I found my man strength till about a year ago. And we were always saying, oh, we'll just wait for this man. Never as strong as other people, you know what I'm saying? So even at 18, 19 year old, so that weren't really the time to do it. But then we said when I turned 21, we always said 21's the right age to turn professional. So that's when I signed up.
When you're saying we, who is it? Who's we?
Me, my dad, my trainers. We all said 21's perfect.
Brilliant. So you've got a great support network behind you to help you make these decisions. So now you're well on your way now to your first ever professional fight. So you are in theory in camp, aren't you? Yeah. So how does the training differ as a professional to that of the amateur status that we're leaving behind?
It's a lot harder. Like you can't really go out with your friends and stuff like that. It's a lot harder, a lot longer camps, a lot harder. So, yeah.
As an amateur, then, is it fair to say? Help me understand this, and I hope the viewers understand this. Is it fair to say, as an amateur, you're always ready? As an amateur boxer, you're always ready.
Somewhat, yeah.
We have a matchmaker, and phone rings, and it's another amateur club, and they've got a show, and they say, "Can Elliot Sanders box Johnny Jones next Thursday?" Yeah, you're fit and you're ready to go. But as a professional, you go into camp. Now, what's that camp look like? How many weeks is it?
I don't know. I think I started properly about three weeks ago, maybe. For a 4-round fight, maybe 8 weeks. I don't.
So you're in camp for around about eight weeks. Yeah.
I think my fight got announced about 11 weeks out.
Right.
So obviously we didn't want to peak too early, so to speak.
How difficult will it be to adjust from your style of old, the amateur style of old, to the professional style?
I've adjusted quite well. It suits me a lot more. You know, taking my time with stuff, picking your shots. I think I caught on quite quick to it. Instead of bouncing about, throwing shots at 100 miles an hour. Going 100 miles an hour. I think this sort of boxing suits me a lot more. I enjoy it a lot more as well. Started enjoying it a lot more. So
over the so your first contest is over 4 rounds? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you box as an amateur, and you'll box 3-2s at times, won't you?
Oh, 3-3s.
3-3s as an elite an elite
the last
boxer.
Couple of 3-3s, yeah.
And amateur boxing by nature is fast and furious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. You get your shots off. Yeah. You get your breadwinning shots, the straight shots. Yeah. You're judged on your shots, your accuracy, the target area. Yeah. And style itself. Whereas you've just said, boxing professionally, you can slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And pick your shots, and you think that's going to be more beneficial to you.
I think so, yeah.
And your style. Well, that's interesting. It really is interesting. So, professional ranks just around the corner. As a professional, what difficulties do you envisage in the professional ranks to start off? I'm thinking ticket sales. I'm also thinking 50-50 fights, if I'm going to be honest. So ticket sales, what I'm talking about here with ticket sales, are you capable in selling tickets Yeah, because it is difficult. And for those that are watching today that are unaware, what generally happens with professional boxing at this level is that Elliot would have to sell X amount of tickets to pay for his opponent. So we're getting an opponent would come in from anywhere, UK, or anywhere internationally as well, from parts of the world. Yeah, so it's down to you, isn't it, to pay for them. So, and it's a big ask. There's a lot of boxers can't do that, and because they can't do that, they end up being journeymen or journey boxers. I don't know what the correct term is now. Is it a journey woman? Journey boxers? Yeah. And they end up going on the road to box and to earn an income. So for me, what's that look like for you, Elliot? Are you coming to compete, or are you coming to go on the road?
I'm coming to compete.
And if so, can we ensure that you have 50-50 fights? Yeah,
Definitely.
We don't want people getting it ring that you're just gonna fall over to bolster a record.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, well, that's fair, isn't it? I would think that's fair without being funny. So with that in mind, your manager's Rob Riley.
Yep.
Yep. Your trainer is Gary Longmore. Gary's also heads up RL Promotions, got their own promotion company. So what is it that you want, and what is it you expect from A, your management team, and B, your promotion team?
I just want to be best I can possibly be. I just want to put 100% in and find out how good I actually am. I think that's the whole aim of it. I ain't got any real dreams of it, you know. However far I make it is however far I make it. As long as I put 100% in, then I can't really ask for any more.
And that, again, that's the level head coming out in you as well. Many would sit in this chair in this position, telling me they're going to be English champion, British champion, and eventually world champion. But at the moment, you're just happy to dip. Just dip your toe in the water and see what it looks like. But in competitive contests, yeah. Okay, so talk me through the application process. And the difficulties of turning professional. Yeah,
it was daft. I had like a brain scan or something, and they come back saying I need to go for I forgot what she was called now. A neurologist, maybe. Is that
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I had to do a neurologist thing, so that took ages. Cost a lot of money. But obviously, all that's over the line now.
So you've just mentioned that cost a lot of money. Again, the hidden aspects of being a professional boxing, there is a hell of a lot of costs, isn't there? There is. So how do you manage that? Because behind the scenes, you've got sponsorship, you've got licenses to pay for, you've got medicals to pay for, you've got your kit to your training equipment. How do you manage that? Who helps you out with that?
I just save up my money.
You save your own personal money?
For the fights I have this year, I'll then pay for the next lot, and then I'll pay for it then, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Okay.
Have you got a sponsor?
No, I ain't got one yet.
No sponsor, right? No. So if you're listening, if you're out there and you want to get involved at ground level, at grassroots level, as a professional boxer, just started his journey, Elliot Sanders is the one to watch, and he's looking for sponsorship. You never know, mate. You never know. So it's your debut contest on the 18th of September, which is 4 weeks away now, isn't it?
4 weeks on Friday.
As we go to as we record today, it's at Barnsley Metrodome. And it's on, I noticed, a 2020 promotion.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right,
It's not on an RL promotion.
No.
What's behind that then?
I run a family holiday for her, I'm sure. So I wanted to fight before it.
So RL's got a show at the Old Forge on the
26th.
On the 26th, but you're away on your jolly old.
I'm on a family holiday. I wanted to be out before.
So they've got you on the 2020 promotion show, yeah. How are you feeling about it?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think it's long overdue.
Yeah. Nervous?
Not yet.
Excited?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any anticipation?
No, I have no. I don't really know what to expect. You know what I mean? It's, but I do, but it's not something I'm used to. You know what I mean? I've never had a professional fight before, so I'll just be new.
Who are you boxing?
I don't know.
Oh, is it an opponent to be?
Yeah.
All right. So we've got clearly. My next question was, what's your game plan? Yeah. What is your game plan? But we can't answer that. Yeah. So exciting times. Not be long then now before you climb into the ring. So what's your training team look like currently, Elliot? Who's around you? Who's your support network in the gym?
Gary and Rob.
Gary Longmore.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say he's your main trainer?
Yeah.
And Rob Riley clearly is your manager as well, and he helps you out with training as well in the afternoons. Yeah. So you spent the majority of all of your amateur career with Gary, didn't you?
At Riley's,
At Riley's, and now you're moving with Gary into the professional ranks. That's great because clearly there's a bond there that you're comfortable with. How important is that bond between yourself and Gary?
Yeah, I think it's important because I don't think, you've got to be mates with the people you train with and spend, pretty much every day with. I wouldn't like to think I didn't like my coach, you know what I mean? So,
is it important to like your coach?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've got to have some sort of friendship there, or it'd just be.
You
won't want to turn up, you know what I mean?
100% agree with that. 100% that you bond, don't you? You do bond, and there becomes trust in what they're saying. Clearly, Gary is a seasoned coach. Yeah, he's certainly more on the professional side than he's on the amateur side. So there'll be aspects of your amateur coaching that have obviously fed through to the pros, and vice versa. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's good. We're just about there because it's been a sweeping or a fleeting visit to a view from the corner today. A little bit of ad hoc, and we will revisit you when you've had your first contest. I do like to finish these interviews a little bit more light-hearted. So what I want you to think about now is you're on a desert island. Yeah, there's only you on a desert island, Elliot. Okay, you can only take with you one record. I suppose I'll have to rephrase that. What's a record? Thanks for that. Yeah. Okay. You can have one song. You can stream a song. It's not a cassette. It's not an 8-track. It's not a CD. You can stream a song, a musical song, right? What's it going to be?
Why am I streaming a song? On a desert island. I don't get it. So I've already got my phone, haven't I?
Okay. You've got one record. You can only take one record on a desert island. What's it going to be?
After everything we've just said, like with the thing, I didn't even think of a song to think. I just kept on thinking about what a record was. I don't know. Tropical music, maybe? Make the island. Let's have a look.
Oh, the phone comes out. Look.
That's my playlist.
Let's have a look.
Is that good?
Girl from Mars, In the End, Numb. What have I done? Helicopter. What's that say? Over the what? Over the counterculture. So none of that means absolutely anything to me, Elliot. So just what's the one? What's the one off that list?
We'll put something from Kings of Leon in there.
Okay.
I like that one.
Anything particular?
No.
Okay then. Only thing I can say to that is I'm glad I'm not on this desert island with you. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, you can take one book onto the desert island.
I think I'd end up smashing that record, actually.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe, yes.
If I'm just listening to one song on a record all fucking for eternity, I'm just going to smash this record up, aren't I? I'd rather sit in silence. That's my answer. No, smash it record up.
Okay. A book?
Don't read, but...
Fantastic, okay, fantastic, okay. What do you do to relax, Elliot?
I like watching football. I like watching sport and stuff like that.
Right, you're a Sheffield lad.
Yeah.
Which side of Sheffield are you on then? Are you on
Wednesday?
Are you blue? You're a Wednesday fan, are you? You're a Wednesday fan. So I suppose my question is, we started the season, yeah. how do you see season going for
I
Wednesday?
think we're winning it.
Yeah,
We're winning the league.
yeah. You got Barry Bannon back with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a new manager.
No, we've got the manager from last season.
Same manager, different directors. Yeah,
Yeah.
new ownership.
No, I think we're winning everything.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, I can't discuss football with you because I'm a Rotherham fan. I'm a Mighty Miller, so I know absolutely nothing about football. Clearly, after last night's performance. And to finish, favourite boxer of all time, inspirational boxer, dead or alive?
Oh, I'd say Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Why Mike Tyson?
He was just a nutcase, weren't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Okay. So you went for heavyweight, so you went for Mike Tyson. Fantastic. It's been a pleasure. It has. You've made me chuckle. You've made me laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Elliot Sanders. Watch out for him. Debut coming up. This has been The View from a Corner with me, Steve Dakin. Elliot, thank you very much, buddy.